Good morning and welcome to the Maroon Webcast Network. I'm Ron Myers along with Bob Southard, and we're going to play two today if the good Lord and nature allows us to, Bobby.
Well, I'm not certain if we're going to play two. We're going to try and play two, Ron. You know, as I always say, everybody complains about the weather and nobody does anything about it, and actually that's attributed to Mark Twain or Samuel Clemens, real name. But it's a steady rain beginning right now, and it's supposed to last all the way through early tomorrow morning. So we'll see how many innings we can get in and when this field will become unplayable, because I have a funny feeling it will become unplayable.
It's Roanoke College coming in here 6-10, coached by Mike Mitchell, taking on the number 9 team in the nation, the Emory Eagles. Bobby, this team, Emory, they are good.
Yes, they really are, Ron. They have two young ladies, Hannah Sandell and Morris Sullivan. I'm sorry, not Morris Sullivan, Megan Light. Light has 10 home runs, 41 RBIs. Hannah Sandell has 11 and 52. So they are a long ball hitting team.
And you talk about long ball, Megan Light. She's a first-team All-American, and Amanda Carty's a pitcher for Emory. She's a third-team All-American last year. But out there on the mound right now for Roanoke College is Kelly Higbee. She comes in here with a 3.57 earned run average, and she ain't chopped liver.
No, she had a great outing against Guilford in her last pitching effort, 7-1 victory. So they're going to try and make them put the ball in play, but not put the ball in play deep.
Well, we don't have a operational scoreboard yet, so I don't know what the count is.
I think the count's 3-1.
And Higbee delivers. There's a long drive to right field, and it's going to be off the base of the bottom of the fence. And rounding first, going into second with a stand-up double will be Allie Kirsthold. Bobby, they're a long ball team, no doubt about that.
Yes, they are, Ron. Allie Kirsthold, she's a senior from San Luis Obispo, California. She came in hitting 360 on the year, so this is a power hitting team.
So, leadoff hitter, double off the right field fence, and that gets the attention of pitcher Kelly Higbee. Due up next will be the second baseman, Claire Bailey. And
Bailey, a senior from Godwin High School in Henrico, Virginia, comes in. She's hitting 392.
The only Virginian on this Emory team out of Georgia. Bobby, about 10 o'clock, I was down there talking with Coach Sakuris. She played her softball collegiately at Florida State, and she coached at Florida State. She's played against a lot of Olympians. And warming up was Amanda Carty. She's a 6-footer, and she was bringing smoke.
Yeah, as we mentioned, she's 19-1 on the year. 20 games, though, she only has 58 strikeouts, so apparently they get the ball in play off of her, but she must have great stuff because they're not hitting her very well.
Her specialty is her rise ball. They have played 34 games, Emory has, to only 16 for Roanoke, and the reason being the weather has just been so funky.
And as I said, we'll be lucky if we can get one in, nevertheless, two.
Strike on the outside corner, and Claire Bailey didn't like it, and I don't blame her because it was a little bit outside there. Here at the Emory Sports Complex, the river, Roanoke River, comes right up to the outfield by the Greenway Walking Trail. Beautiful complex here. Pitch, nub, foul down the first base side. And Bobby, we'll have a doubleheader again tomorrow.
Yes, we will. 2 and 4:30. I think they're playing Eastern Mennonite.
Bridgewater. The baseball team's supposed to go down to Randolph-Macon down in Richmond. But like you said, an inch and a half of rain coming this afternoon may wash that out.
And, of course, this storm system will probably be moving up the East Coast and towards the north. So what we're getting now, Randolph-Macon may not get until later today and early tomorrow. So time will tell.
Yeah, Emory came up yesterday from Georgia. So you'd hope that they would at least be able to get one game in. Be a wasted trip if not. Down there on third base is Jenna Pendleton. She's sporting her lacrosse mask. Change up, hit down to Pendleton at third base, long throw to first, and it's going to be mishandled by the first baseman. And coming in to score, sliding, will be Allie Kirsthold. Ashley Crouch, the first baseman, took her eye off the ball just for a second, and Kelly Higbee has found herself in a hole here. First two batters, and one run down already.
And the third baseman for the Maroons made a good play, tried to look the runner back and made a strong throw to first, but first baseman wasn't able to handle it, so you got to give the error to the first baseman.
And it was a good throw. It was right there. Just took her eye off of it a second. That's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, first baseman Megan Light, who is a first-team All-American with 10 home runs.
Megan Light hitting .458, 10 home runs, 41 RBIs.
Big young lady.
Megan, a senior from Atlanta, Georgia, North Springs Charter High School. And I think Emory is in the Atlantic metropolitan area, if I'm not mistaken, Ron.
And Higby's rise, a little bit outside.
You look at Lights when she steps out and takes a practice swing. She's got a very compact swing in there.
On first base is Clara Bailey. Pitch down low in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike count, 1-0 lead here, just underway, top of the first inning at the Warrior Sports Complex.
This young lady has 32 hits on the year, and 23 of them are for extra bases. 13 doubles and 10 home runs.
She swings a mean bat.
And she's only struck out 3 times on the entire year, which means she makes contact. Home plate umpire is stretching that home plate just a bit. 17 inches, that was more like 18 and a half.
Where's Robbo when you need him? He'd like to have a discussion with that umpire. Outside, walk. So we've had a leadoff double, an error single, and a walk. Kelly Higby is going to get a trip from Mike Mitchell to the mound here. And we'll take a break on the network.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
And we're back at the Warrior Sports Complex. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Hannah Sindel, the third baseman.
Hannah Sindel comes in here hitting .395, so it doesn't get any easier for the Roanoke College. She comes in with 11 home runs, 52 RBIs. Of her 34 hits, 29 have been for extra bases.
First pitch by Higby was in the corner for a strike. This one rides a little bit inside on the batter, Sindel. Defensively out there for the Maroons, Pendleton at third, Clark at short, Sutherland second, Ashley Crouch at first base. Left fielders Gillums, Schleicher center field, and Sarah Groft in right, and Frick catching.
Hannah Sindel, she's only a sophomore from Cherry Creek High School in Greenwood Village, Colorado, a long way from home.
Chop foul, runs a count to 2-2. 1-0 Emory on top here, just underway, top of the first inning.
Still nobody out here for the Maroons.
Got a Little League Baseball going on all around us here, so the complex is full today. Pitch hit back to Higby, the pitcher. Makes a little easy underhand toss to first base for out number 1, but both the runners advance. So that'll send Clara Bailey down to third. Megan Light stands on second, and coming up with the number 5 hitter, Tara Fallahy.
Fallahy, only a freshman from San Francisco, California, St. Ignatius College Prep. She comes in here in .325.
Home plate umpire loves that outside pitch.
Give him the outside pitch, but not the inside corner. First 5 batters to bat here for Emory, all batting .325 or better.
This one just a little bit too far outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, 1-0 Emory on top. Drizzly, dreary, chilly, damp day today here.
That basically says it all. Weather's been playing havoc with all the spring sports for the Roanoke College Maroons.
Low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Bobby, like we mentioned earlier, Emory has played 34 games. There are some teams up in the northeastern sector that have only played 5 games.
Yeah, we've had a cold winter here. We've had some snow here in Salem, Virginia, but up north they've just been pounded, it seems, week after week after week.
2-2 count. Higby's pitch fouled down into the dirt. Umbrellas out today.
This would be a great time for Higby if she could ring up a strikeout here.
During the 30-minute break between the first game and the second game. And Higby loads them up again with their second walk. They'll be unveiling 12 banners. They're out there on the wall wrapped around the outfield fence. It's the 2014 Division III National Championship, so a little ceremony for that.
Now stepping to the plate,
Micah Schrapp coming up. She's a junior from Ladue High School in St. Louis, Missouri. She comes in hitting .295 on the year, 2 home runs, 27 RBIs.
So Higby's worked herself into a jam here with 1 out and bases loaded.
There are no easy outs in this Emory lineup.
Higby's first pitch high and away. I was feeling Higby's pain the other day. She was working the camera at the Maroons baseball game, and cold.
It was cold that evening.
And she hits that outside corner.
The Maroons are playing their infield in. If it's a ground ball to any of the infielders, the first thing they're going to do, I believe, is come home and then try to get the double play back at first.
And Bobby, you can tell that there's moisture in the air.
Moisture in the air, and it's going to give the pitchers trouble all day long because the ball's wet and you can't grip it like you should. The release point is different. It's not going to rise or sink like it normally does in sunny weather, so it's going to be a tough morning here in early afternoon for anybody who's on the mound.
And you can tell Higby's struggling with it a little. Change up, popped up, right field. Sarah Groff makes the call, makes the catch, runner tags, will score, and Megan Light will go down to third base.
That ball carried a lot further than I thought it would, Ron. When she originally hit it, I thought it was going to be a pop-up to the second baseman.
So Fallahy remains on first. Megan Light goes down to third. Scoring is Claire Bailey, and it's now a 2-0 Emory lead. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning.
now batting shortstop number 15.
And that'll bring up number 7 hitter, Morris Sullivan.
Sullivan, a junior from Marietta, Georgia. She comes in hitting .395. 1 home run and 20 RBIs. Does this team have anybody who hits below 250? Wow.
All I know is the Lady Maroons have been out there 16 minutes in the top half of the first.
No, 1 error, then out. No, 1 error.
They said the rain was supposed to become steady around 11:45 here this morning, and it's only 11:18, so they don't have a lot of time left, probably about 27 minutes. If the weather predictions are true, that this rain's going to become steady, and then you have to wonder how long the field will become playable.
Higby now has a towel sticking out the back of her uniform pants to keep her hand dry. And she's having troubles adjusting it.
Well, she's got to keep it directly behind her, or else it could almost be used like camouflage with the ball coming in and the towel to the side. So the umpire said you got to keep it behind you.
Yep. Bobby, I was a firm believer when we played fast pitch. Notice all good teams wore white pants.
Right.
The ball would blend in with them.
And in your case, riding the pines as you always did, I guess that uniform never got dirty.
Yeah. Here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-0 early Emory lead. Chopped down the third base side. Coming up with it is Pendleton, and it's not going to be in time. It's going to be a base hit. And a runner scores as Megan Light comes across the plate, and it's now 3-0 Emory.
No, Pendleton tried to make that play round. Maybe what she should have done was just let the ball roll and see if it went foul, because she wasn't going to catch her at first, that's for certain.
So Higbee, not the way she wanted to start at the top of the inning here. So that's going to bring the number 8 hitter, right fielder Alyssa Pollard, to the plate. First pitch is down low and away.
Pollard, a sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee, Christian Academy. Pollard comes in. She's hitting .305 with no home runs and 14 ribbies. And I'll tell you, from top to bottom, this is a potent lineup.
Yes, it is. Again, pitch gets away from Higbee a little bit.
Yeah, she's having trouble, you can tell.
SID Richmond Bramlett's in the house here today, running the show, along with Jacob Clifton. Plays baseball. He's 5'5", about $132 on a given day. Warning track power.
Yeah, warning track power. He's a second baseman.
Yeah.
Been known to break up the double play.
And another walk, the third one given up by Higbee, and then load the bases up again. And brings up the number 9 hitter.
Now batting.
Lauren Gorodetsky, senior from Palm City, Florida, Jensen Beach High School. And your number 9 hitter comes up, Ron, and she's only batting .380.
She struggled a little bit.
You know, you mentioned Richmond Bramlett there, Ron. He's got a major league voice. He should be doing the play-by-play or the announcing for a major league baseball team, I think.
Yes, he does. That or working as a DJ for K92. So Kelly Higbee has faced the entire lineup here, top of the first inning. Swing and a miss.
Gorodetsky trying to jump up in the batter's box and get that swing and hit here. I'll tell you what, she could break this game wide open with a hit.
3-0 Emory. Back to the pitcher Higbee, comes up, throws to first, and that'll do it for Emory, but not before. They leave 3 runners stranded on base. 2 hits, 3 runs across. When we come back, it'll be the Maroons coming to the plate for the first time at the bottom of the 1.
3 runs on 2 hits. So 1 error.
All right, we're back here.
In the bottom of the first inning, and second base, number 2, Taylor Sutherland.
And it's going to be leading off for the Roanoke College Maroons, Taylor Sutherland, second baseman.
Freshman from Atlee High School in Mechanicsville, Virginia. Taylor comes in hitting .320, 1 home run, 8 ribbies.
Out there on the mound, towing the rubber is Amanda Cardes, She was a third-team All-American last year. Bobby, you said she was 19-1.
19-1. She has 58 strikeouts, 16 walks on the year, and an ERA of 3.08.
That's pretty impressive stuff right there. She's a big old lefty, so it's lefty versus lefty.
And she, too, has the towel tied into her waist behind her back there. So after every pitch, they're going to that towel, so it's getting increasingly wetter and wetter here.
Riser, up and away. That's why I used to have mine when I bowled.
When you bowled, did they use the bumper guards for you?
Yeah, I threw that big old hook. 3-0 Emory.
What'd you average, about 32 a game?
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood. And it's chopped foul down the third base side. Hannah Sindell at third. Maura Sullivan at short. Clara Bailey at second. Megan Light at first base. Makai Sharp behind the plate. Elisa Pollard in right. Gordetsky in center. And Kirsthold in left field. That's your defensive lineup.
You know, speaking of bowling, did you know that I once rolled a 249?
No.
I did.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout.
When Mac and Bob's had a bowling team one year, I bowled a 249. It was high game in the league. I don't know if he still exists somewhere in Mac and Bob's archives.
Did you win the jackpot?
There was no jackpot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all for naught.
Cardi's riser. A little high.
Rhea Schlechter, she's a junior from Colonial Forge in Stafford, Virginia, and she leads the Maroons in batting average, batting .360 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs.
Nice off-speed pitch there by Cardi's for a strike. Bobby, the last time we were here 2 weeks ago, there was a controversial play run at College 1 where the hitter hit the ball through the seam out there in the fence. And the infield umpire gave her the home run call, and the coach complained and said, we're going to file a protest. And Cardi's pitch high and away. And the rule states if it's a movable fence, the home run is at the base, not the top.
Correct.
So he was correct when he said it was a home run, but Coach Mitchell said there's a base hit up the middle, good piece of hitting by Rhea Schleicher. Coach Mitchell said just to avoid the protest, we'll go ahead and put her back on second. But he was right, it was a home run.
That's correct. And when the ball went through the fence, from our vantage point, you could tell it went through the fence. And we weren't aware of that rule either. And the center fielder came running in, and we were on the radio claiming that it should have been a double because it went through the fence. Well, to find out, that second base umpire knew his rules, and he was right. It was a home run. Interesting. I had never seen that before.
You know, the fence out there, I think, is 225, 250, 220. And it's 300 for the regular one they use for baseball and slow pitch.
Kelly Higby up at bat for the Roanoke College Maroons. The junior from Crosby High, Midlothian, Virginia, comes in hitting .339.
Higby's little nubber goes back to Cardi's. Cardi throws to second. Over to first, not in time, but the lead runner is forced out at second base, so that'll be out number 2.
Now batting play shortstop, number 5, Stephanie Clark.
So that'll bring up Stephanie Clark, the shortstop.
Stephanie, a senior from Halifax High School in Nathel, Virginia. Stephanie comes in hitting .291, 1 home run, 3 RBIs.
First pitch for a strike. Bob, you know me, I'm a hot dog connoisseur.
You're a food connoisseur.
I've yet to have one here at the complex, so I'm going to try one of those.
You'll break that record today.
PA announcer Johnny says, no, don't do it. Now, the college, their concession people, they have a good hot dog. Good chili. Change up on the corner for a strike. Cardi's trying to make quick work here. Yeah, he made a comment about when Cardi's pitches, she sounds like Serena Williams on the tennis court.
Yes, she does. She, you can hear her grunt with every pitch she throws.
Chop foul, first base side. And that's a little distracting if you're the hitter.
Well, for you, it would be you're finding any excuse you can after you take 3 and sit down.
Well, the great thing is she never changes her motion in her windup. She'll grunt, throw you the heat, 63 miles an hour. She come back again, grunt, and break you off at the knees.
Yeah, with the changeup, you're right.
All speed outside.
Boy, Clark wanted to swing at that too. Good thing she held back.
And there's a slap out to the right fielder, right at her, and Alyssa Pollard makes easy out for number 3. One runner left stranded on base. One base hit. 3-0. Top of the 2. Emory coming to the plate. And we're back here on the Maroon Webcast Network. Allie Kirsthold, the leadoff hitter. They went through the lineup the first inning as they lead 3-0.
And Kirsthold doubled and scored a run in their only at bat.
1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Kelly Higbee out there working on the mound for the Maroons. Nice off-speed pitch for a strike. Higbee has thrown 68 innings, given up 84 hits, 51 runs, 17 extra base hits. She comes in here with a 3.07 ERA. And Bobby, there's your buddy out there for Emory with the wild hair, the purple hair.
I wonder how long she's going to be able to keep that on, because that's going to get soaking wet.
That looks like a home for wayward fleas. It was a poodle.
That thing's going to weigh 3 pounds if this continues to rain here.
It is at that. Full count. Higbee delivers. Outside. Walk number 3 for Kelly.
Now batting playing second base, number 14, Clara Bailey.
So that'll bring up the number 2 hitter, second baseman Clara Bailey.
Kirsthold a threat to steal. She's 3 for 3 on the year in stolen bases. Clara Bailey reached on an error by the first baseman in the first inning, scored a run.
Higbee's first pitch, high and away. I can't think of a better way to spend a Saturday afternoon in Salem, Virginia. March Madness.
If the 2 games today don't come on until 6:09, and then the one following will be about 8:50.
I got a sneaky feeling that Florida's going to play Kentucky for the national championship.
Could very well happen.
An all-SEC championship.
They played in the SEC regular season championship, and Florida won 61-60.
Bunt foul. And Kentucky started 5 freshmen. It reminds you of Michigan in the Fab Five.
Absolutely.
Yet you wonder, though, how long they'll stay together. It'd be nice. It would be refreshing to see them stick around for a couple of years.
Well, ain't going to happen.
Nope. Money, money, money. Base hit right side. And Ashley Kirsthold will hold up at second base. So again, Emory's picking up where they left off in the first inning.
Now batting playing first base, number 11, Megan Light.
Number 3 hitter coming up, Megan Light.
Megan walked in the first inning and later scored a run. Light and Sendell, as we mentioned in the first inning, they're the power hitters for Emory. Megan has 10 and Sendell has 11. Between them, they have 93 RBIs.
There's a deep drive. That ball is out of here. Wow. That was hit hard. And it's Megan Light's 11th home run of the season.
She got all of that.
Yes, she did.
That was crushed.
She hit that tater. Well, when you hang that riser up there, that's what's going to happen. And in the words of Kevin Costner, anything that travels that far, that fast, ought to serve a drink. That ball was hit hard.
That went almost, I would guess, 300 feet easily.
It was right at the base of the 300-foot fence.
That was crushed.
I mean, that's a poke and slow pitch. Six to nothing now. Part of this game might be the five inning mercy rule.
It could be, Ron. I'll tell you what, this is a powerful hitting club.
So up now at the plate is Hannah Sendell, third baseman. Number 9 team in the nation, Emory. Very good ball club. Good crowd on hand here this morning. Riser runs a count to 3-0. Higby a little frustrated for giving up that home run. She knew. And it's walk number 4 for Higby. So that'll bring up Tara Fallahy.
Fallahy is one of those 4 walks that by Higby in the first inning. She walked. Tara hitting .325 coming in today's game and still hitting .325 after drawing that walk in the first inning.
I think everybody on Emory's team hits .325.
It seems that way.
They swing the lumber, no doubt about it.
Well, there's a reason they're 28-6, that's for certain.
Can't score if you don't swing.
I'm still shaking my head over that home run by Light. That was just
shot.
Unbelievable.
I mean, there was no doubt.
No, if you're left fielder, I wouldn't move.
She didn't. She just watched it go over.
Going back to the fence.
Well, it's foggy here today, and that thing got up so high we lost it for a second.
I think you're a little foggy.
Well. Higby's pitch outside corner, hit to the second baseman Sutherland. She boots it, and it's going to be an error to Sutherland.
Yeah, Sutherland probably should have taken the easy out at first, and she was trying to get the lead runner and picked up her head, took her eye off the ball. The ball was spinning. It was hit one way in reverse direction to go the other, and unfortunately,
number 2.
She makes the error.
So with no outs, that'll bring up the number 6 hitter catcher, Micah Schraff.
Schraff flied out to right in a sacrifice fly in the first inning. She's got an RBI. Still nobody out here for Emory.
6-0. 3-run home run by Megan Light. And a little bit of frustration starting to set in on Higbee. And I'm sure Coach Mitchell doesn't want to bring in Stephanie Clark because it's a doubleheader. I'm going to save her for the second game. Higbee had a sensational freshman season, taking the Maroons to the NCAA regionals.
I believe she was 17-8.
Oh, there's another deep drive, right field, and that one's gone too. Wow. Another 3-run home run. It's now 9-0.
Earl Weaver baseball, no doubt about it. Put him on the bases and hit the long ball.
So Kelly was giving up 2 3-run home runs here, and there's still no outs. And Coach Mitchell's going to come out. I believe he's going to have to make a change here.
Yeah, I think you would maybe bring in Clark and save Higbee for the second game of the doubleheader here. You're down 9-0. He's talking to the home plate umpire. We'll see.
Clark is out there at shortstop. So if Clark goes to pitch, not sure who will move to short.
And make no mistake about it, Kelly Higbee is a very, very good pitcher for the Roanoke College Maroons, but facing a team like this where every hitter in the lineup 1 through 9 is hitting 325 or better, that's a difficult situation to be put in, and that's exactly what Coach Mitchell's going to do.
So Stephanie Clark will move from short to the pitcher's mound, and Higbee will come out of the game, and right fielder Sarah Groff will move to shortstop, and coming in to play right field will be Katie Romano.
Number 5 pitches. Right. Number 4 goes to shortstop.
Okay. And we'll take a break while she warms up right here on the network. And we're back here. The changes we have: shortstop Stephanie Clark will go on the mound.
And we'll be out in the third spot. Play right field number 9, Katie Romano. Moving from right field to shortstop.
And right fielder Katie Romano is the new entry in. She'll bat in the spot for Higbee. And right fielder Sarah Groff will move to shortstop. So that's the changes right there. Stephanie Clark.
She comes in 2-5 with an ERA of 4.50, so it doesn't get any easier here for the Maroons.
This is a loaded lineup for Emory. They lead here 9-0. Stephanie's first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So Kelly Higbee goes an inning and a third. Foul down to first base side.
Actually, Ron, she just went 1 inning.
No
outs here.
No outs. 11:43 on the clock, and my meteorologist Bob Southard says rain should start falling here any minute.
2 minutes.
Just been foggy and overcast, a little drizzly. Well, one more run in this game would be under the mercy rule of 5 innings, 10 run.
No.
8, yeah, so it's already in that part. They go from 10 to 8. So this would be a complete game after 5, should it stay this way. Taylor Sutherland makes an easy play at second base for the first out. And Bobby, as muddy as the field is, it wouldn't take much rain at all to
No, it certainly wouldn't.
end this game. shouldn't take but about 15 minutes.
And unfortunately, there's not a tarp to try and cover it and maybe wait out the delay. I think, to be honest, once they delay the game, that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, because it's calling for over 1.25 inches of rain today. Chop foul back against the screen. 0-2 count, 1 out. Emory up 9-0. Top of the second inning.
Alyssa from Knoxville, Tennessee, as we mentioned. She walked her first time up.
Clark's pitch outside. Give Coach Mitchell credit. The Maroons have played the number 3, number 21, number 16, and number 11 team in the nation so far. Foul ball, first base side.
And, you know, that's indicative of the Roanoke College athletic programs across the board. All the coaches here for the Roanoke College Maroons do not duck anybody. They all go with the same philosophy. To be the best, you got to beat the best. So women's lacrosse, men's baseball, women's softball, men's and women's basketball. I'll tell you what, they don't duck anybody.
And currently, the women's tennis team is number 19 in the nation. Fouled again, first base side. Their only loss came to Division I Radford. So that's saying something. You're playing D1 schools.
And in track and field, the Roanoke College Lady Maroons finished 11th in the nation recently in Nebraska in the 4x400 relay. So, again, the Maroons have a long and rich history of tremendous athletic teams.
Again, foul ball. There goes the little sugar shack loaded down with Stay Dry. And I can smell the popcorn popping. Concession stand right below us. Pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The home show this weekend at Salem Civic Center.
Yes, it is. May go visit it tomorrow.
I got free tickets.
Because when it comes to being a handyman, I am not. So I'll go visit it, see which guy can get the lowest bid from, and say, come visit me. You know, when they give me a screw, I hammer it in.
And Higby's pitch going to be hit hard up the middle for a base hit. And that's hit number 9 here for Emory as they lead 9-0 here, top of the second inning.
I'll tell you, my scorecard here is going to be running out of innings here pretty soon.
Playing center field, number 25, Lauren Gordetsky.
So that brings up the number 9 hitter, Lauren Gordetsky.
Gordetsky grounded back to the pitcher, 1-3 in her first bat.
And bunted foul.
Interesting coaching situation here that you would have your number 9 hitter trying to sacrifice with a 9-0 lead.
Yeah, that is.
Gordetsky comes in hitting 380.
And she tries to bunt again, and it's going to be foul, so that'll be 2 strikes on the batter, Gordetsky. I've never been a big fan of that rabbit hop in the batter's box.
You see a lot more ladies in women's softball attempting to do that.
Right. And I understand if you're fast,
right,
you can beat out that with that little chopper to the third base side.
And to be honest, Gordetsky is fast. She's 13 for 15 in stolen bases.
I mean, you don't see Big Pappy doing it.
Yeah, Miguel Cabrera, who just signed for $292 million. That's obscene.
It is.
And he's 31 years old.
Down to the shortstop, coming up with it is Sarah Groff. Makes a little toss to second. Taylor Sutherland covering the bag for out number 2.
Now batting left field number 13, Allie Kurtzold.
Allie Kurtzold, they've gone through the lineup, Ron, and this is her 3rd time up. It's only the 2nd inning. She's doubled, walked, and scored 2 runs.
19 batters have come to the plate, and we're just in the top of the 2nd inning. Stephanie Clark's first pitch called for a strike.
And as I predicted, the rain seems to be coming down just a bit harder.
Starting to drizzle pretty good. And right back to Clark, pitcher, and throws it away. Wow. It's going to be error charge to Clark, and runners now at second and third.
Boy, the Maroons not helping themselves there. They were finally getting out of the inning, and now you've got Bailey, Light, and Sendell coming up.
The Maroons so far have given up 9 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 2 3-run home runs. And the old expression is on the Morgan Salt Lady, when it rains, it pours. And it has been not good here for Coach Mitchell and the Lady Maroons. Claire Bailey, the number 2 hitter, the second baseman at the plate.
Bailey reached on an error by the first baseman and singled, scored 2 runs also.
Wardetsky on third. Kirsthold on second. 2 outs. And there's another base hit and will score another run coming around third. Coming in will be run number 11 for Emory. And Bobby, to put salt on the wound, you got the number 3 hitter, Megan Light, who had the 3-run home run to start this inning.
Absolutely.
Coming up to the plate. And if Clark gets this ball up, it'll get out of here quick too.
First base number 11, Megan Light.
So if you're Coach Mitchell, what you want right now is rain.
Well, you're between a rock and a hard place. You're down 11-0, and like I said, no easy outs in this lineup. Everybody's a hitter, 1 through 9. She mentioned Light. She's walked, hit a 3-run homer, scored twice, 3 RBIs.
Strike on the outside corner. Casey Flick fires back down to first base, keeping the runner honest over there. Bobby, I would be surprised if this team Emory is not here in the end of May for the national championships.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Swing and a miss, and Stephanie Clark strikes out Megan Light, but not before the Eagles put 5 more on the board. 11-0 with the Maroons coming to the plate in the bottom of the 2. And due up for the Maroons will be Ashley Crouch.
Sophomore from Heritage High School in Leesburg, Virginia.
Between games.
7 for 13.
Ashley Crouch comes in hitting .333 on the year.
22. 24 will be hitting only. Number 3 will be playing the 5 spot.
And we've got 2 changes. We'll get them here in just a second when we go to commercial break. So, Carty's working out there on the mound to Ashley Crouch, the number 5 hitter, first baseman.
Ashley Crouch, no home runs, 1 RBI on the year.
Fastball by Carty's outside. Yeah, Tara Falahy goes to third base. There's a towering pop fly that's going to be called by the shortstop, and Morris Sullivan makes the easy play.
The designated player, number 1, Emory Lawrence.
So Emily Lawrence, the number 6 hitter, the DP.
Freshman from Gretna High School in Chatham, Virginia. Emily comes in batting .344, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs.
Emory's Taylor Fort goes to left field. And third baseman Hannah Sindel will be moved to the DP. They make it more complicated than what it should be. Carty's pitch inside corner called for a strike. 11-0 Emory leads here, bottom of the second inning.
I think head coach Penny Segaris just wants to get some of the substitutes or players who haven't had a lot of playing time this year in the game, and we're pretty certain with the young lady on the mound, I don't think they're going to threaten her too often.
So that's out number 2 here.
Now batting 23rd base, number 2, Jenna Pendleton.
So they'll bring up the third baseman, Jenna Pendleton, number 7 hitter.
Jenna comes in to Southmore from Floyd County, Floyd, Virginia. Jenna comes in hitting .158 on the year.
The Maroons have only sent 7 batters to the plate in 2 innings. Emory, Bobby, has sent 21.
That's correct, 21 batters. And it's the bottom of the second and 11:57, so the first 2 innings are taking an hour.
And that's all because of
the hitting.
9 hits, 11 runs, 2 errors, fouled back. This Emory team out of Georgia, number 9 in the nation.
Now I'm starting to wonder if they would, if it only goes 5 innings, let Cardis pitch the second game as well.
Probably. Underhand pitching is a natural motion.
Brittany File is 7-4 on the year, and Amy Ray is 2-1, so we'll have to wait and see.
Foul down the third base side. Coach Mitchell, third base box, still working hard out there.
He's trying to get something started here offensively for Roanoke College.
Carty's off-speed pitch misses outside. Full count, 2 outs, 11-0 Emory lead. Bottom of the 2. Here at the Warrior Complex, Salem, Virginia, down by the river. Fouled. Four fields here at the complex, all of them in use right now. Little League Baseball tournament going on.
Emory University, as you mentioned, a good athletic school. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're 3 or 4 times diving champions also. So they're competitive in each and every sport they put out there.
And Jenna Pendleton will take the walk with 2 outs.
Now to the left shortstop, number 4, Sarah Crouch.
Sarah Groff now batting, a freshman from New Oxford High School in Hanover, Pennsylvania, home of Utz Potato Chips.
Yes, it is, or as I call it, UTZs. Bobby, how about those VMI cadets? They're playing in the Final Four of the CIT.
I tell you, having a tremendous year would be a big moment for them if they can win 2 more.
23 wins on the season, and they have drawn a home game against Ivy Leaguers, Yale. It's a Tuesday night game. That gym will be a-rocking.
The Yale Eli Bulldogs.
Little soft line drive to Clara Bailey at second base, and records out number 3. 2 full in the books. 11-0 with Emory coming to the plate in the top of the 3.
Right, okay, this.
And leadoff single out there for the first Emory batter, Hannah Sindel. That's going to be hit number 10.
Play third base. Number 3, Tara Falahy.
So that'll bring up third baseman Tara Falahy. Stephanie Clark in relief out there for the Maroons. She came in at the top of the second inning.
Falahy has walked, reached base on an error by the second baseman, scored a run.
Swing and a miss. 11-0 lead here in the top of the 3. The mercy rule is 8 after 5. Swing and a miss. So that'll be the first strikeout out there by Stephanie Clark. She's laughing. Evidently, she threw a pitch she wasn't supposed to throw because she kind of shrugged her shoulders and said, well, it worked.
A little miscommunication there, but in the end it paid off.
It fooled the batter. Hard shot down to Groff at shortstop, and it's going to be another error. She throws it into the dirt. I believe what's happening is when that ball comes up off of that dirt, it's just slick.
Yeah, that was a tailor-made double play, which, to be honest with her, probably only got the lead runner at second, but she threw the ball low, and the second baseman wasn't able to handle it. So
that's error number 4 on the Maroons.
Now batting shortstop, number 15, Mara Sullivan.
Assistant AD Brad Moore in the house today, sitting in the stands.
Morris Sullivan at the plate now. She is single, has an RBI, and then grounded out second to first in her 2 previous plate appearances.
Alumni weekend coming up here in a couple of weeks. Roanoke College, always a fun time. A lot of good stuff going on.
Double header in lacrosse.
Groff shortstop comes up, third to second, but the throw to first not in time. So there'll be runners on the corners for Emory. 1 out here, or 2 outs, I'm sorry.
2 outs.
Strike out, force out at second. Yeah, doubleheader in lacrosse. It's always a
Now batting in right
huge
field,
crowd
number
for that.
10.
And of course, for
Melissa
me,
Pollard.
it's when spring starts because the Masters is
Yes,
that weekend.
It is.
It's on my bucket list. Never been down there.
Foul down the third base side. Nice try, hustle by Jenna Pendleton. She just couldn't get there in time.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Adam Scott will win the Masters.
I think the big question is,
Can Tiger play 4 rounds?
can Tiger play? That's a hilly course.
Yes, it is.
Stephanie Clark low and away to the lefty.
It seems that right now Tiger is one swing away from having to withdraw.
Yep. Outside corner called for a strike to the batter, Elisa Pollard.
Pollard has walked and singled in her 2 previous appearances.
You know, Bobby, when you look at Tiger, he's really considered one of the old timers.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Swing and a miss. Out number 3. So the Marines finally record a 0 for Emory in the third, and they'll be coming to the plate trailing 11-0 here on the network. And we're back here. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Wire come unplugged. And getting hit by the pitch was Stephanie Clark.
So the Maroons threatening here in the third inning. 1 out, bases loaded.
All right, got a pinch hitter coming up.
We got a pinch hitter now coming up for the Maroons. See who's going to come in here or be hitting for Ashley. We don't have a 24 on our roster.
It's
Autumn Hill.
24 for 16.
So Autumn Hill will be batting for Ashley Crouch.
Batting. Water College.
Autumn Hill comes in hitting 120 on the year. 3 hits and 25 plate appearances.
So Autumn Hill will be batting. For Ashley Crouch with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the third. And Carty's pitch outside corner for a strike.
Autumn Hill, a freshman from Carroll County in Fancy Gap, Virginia.
She may stay in.
Swing and a miss. And Bobby, we're very familiar with Carroll County.
On our infamous Friday night football broadcast.
Coldest night of the year. We did it in the stands.
On a cell phone.
Yep. Fouled back against the screen. It was so cold. Mo Myers went to get us 2 hot chocolates and came back with 2 milkshakes.
Frozen ice cream.
Oh, it was cold.
I think that was the game where I took off the headset with 3 minutes to go and told you to bring in the lefty. I was leaving.
High and outside. Maroons threatening here. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Or no outs.
1 out.
1 out. They
One
trail
out.
11-0. And right back here in front of us. I bet if I reached out, I could have got that.
Nah, you would have dropped it.
Yeah.
Just like in the old days.
Yeah. So Autumn Hill working hard at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Doubleheader here tomorrow. Maroons will be taking on Bridgewater out of Harrisonburg.
2-2-2. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Out number 3. The Maroons leave 3 stranded. After 3 full innings of play, it'll be Emory coming to the plate, leading 11-0.
All right, okay, third run.
And Autumn Hill will go to first base for the Maroons, and going in to play third will be Jordan Nutter replacing Jenna Pendleton.
And Jordan, another one of those freshmen that we were talking about from William Byrd High School right here in Roanoke, Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
11-0 lead, top of the 4th inning here. The number 9 team in the nation, Emory.
Now, leading off, top of the 4th, the center fielder, number 9, Courtney Silvahara.
Courtney Sugahara tries to lay down a bunt. It goes foul third base side.
Sugahara, a sophomore from Aliso Viejo, California, Aliso Miguel High School.
She went in for Lauren Gordetsky. She's batting in the 9 slot. Stephanie Clark's rise a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the hitting continues here, Ron. Courtney Sugahara comes in hitting .320.
And strike called on the outside corner.
As a team, Ron, this team is hitting .368.
That's impressive.
I'd say so.
Very impressive. Bobby, the last 3 years, they are 117 wins, 14 losses. Wow.
They know what success is all about, needless to say.
Slap down to second baseman. Nice diving catch by Sutherland in time. Nice piece of defensive base work out there by Taylor Sutherland.
Really was.
Now sends it play left field. Number 7, Taylor Forte.
Taylor Forte coming in. She's hitting for Allie Kurtzold. Forte, a freshman from Rye County Day in Pleasantville, New York. As you mentioned, Emory covers the contiguous 48 states in players.
They do at that. Kind of like WNL's roster in all sports.
Taylor Forte hitting .214 on the year.
Stephanie Clark working in relief. She came into the top of the 2 and records her second strikeout. Quick work so far for the Maroons out there. Bobby, if the Maroons do not get
number 32, Amy Ray.
4 runs here in the next 2 innings, this game will only be played in 5 as the mercy rule. 8 run.
Yeah, this one will be over. No doubt about it. Amy Ray comes in, freshman from Forest Ridge in Washington High School, but she's from Austin, Texas.
So Amy Ray in there hitting for Claire Bailey.
Ray hitting .231 on the year.
Clark's pitch gets away from her.
Just a little outside.
Wow thing. Who was that? Mitch Williams?
Wild thing. Oh boy, that's a good one.
Swing and a miss. So Stephanie trying to make quick work here.
I know it wasn't Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. I don't think so.
Low and in the dirt. 2-2 count, 2 outs.
Lost the towel.
So with 2 outs here, top of the 4.
Stephanie Clark has come in and done a fine job for the Maroons, Ron.
And strike on the outside corner. They leave 1 stranded after 3.5 innings of play. To be the Maroons coming in the bottom of the 4th, trailing here 11-0 on the network. We're back here at the Warrior Sports Complex. Bobby, they're playing my song, Welcome to the Jungle.
Clintwood, Virginia. That's how we do it up here.
I was right beside the loudspeaker. It's 4 inches of snow and it's coming down hard, and I'm 240 miles away from Salem, knowing I'm not going to get home that night.
And what that gentleman from Clintwood tell you? Get up there in the deer stand and call this game.
It's the only football field I've ever been to. There was a deer stand in the end zone. And I told the guy, I said, could you please turn the music down? He said, that's the way we do it here, son.
Leading off to the bottom of the 430, the designated player, Emory,
So leading off the bottom half of the fourth will be the designated player, Emily Lawrence. Ooh, Cardi's with the knee buckler of a changeup.
Emily, another freshman, as we mentioned, from Chatham, Virginia.
Bobby, you could have swung 3 times at that one before it got to home plate.
Had to throw my back out.
Cardi's making quick work out there. 0-2 count. 11-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth.
Lawrence struck out in her only previous plate appearance.
Change-up. Got away from her a little bit.
Yeah, she skipped that one up there.
We're back here tomorrow. Bridgewater comes into town, 2 and 4 in a doubleheader.
2 big contests for the Roanoke College Lady Maroons. 2 conference games, ODAC.
And Bridgewater 3 and 2 in the ODAC, 11 and 4 overall. I tell you, Virginia Wesleyan loaded this year, Bob. They're 20 and 2. At Guilford's 19 and 3. How'd you like to be 20 and 2, 19 and 3, and in 3rd and 4th in your conference?
Yeah, it's amazing. As you mentioned, Guilford 19 and 3, but they're 4 and 2 in the conference. Virginia Wesleyan 7 and 1. Randolph 4 and 0, and Lynchburg 2 and 0.
Emily Lawrence gets a brushback pitch, and Cardi's now has run the count to 3-2 full. Off speed on the corner, and she goes down looking.
As a hitter up there, Ron, she's only a freshman. You got to learn when it's 3-2, anything close. Don't think you're going to get the benefit of the call. Just try and either foul it off or put it in play. But if you're going to take it, go down swinging.
Jordan Metter from William Byrd High School here in Roanoke, up to the plate now. A lot of local talent on this Roanoke College team. Hill from Carroll County. Stephanie Clark, of course, from Halifax. Pendleton from Floyd. Metter from William Byrd. Also Gilliams from William Byrd. And Alexis Root from Floyd County.
And Jordan comes in here hitting 167 on the year for the Roanoke College Lady Maroons.
Hardy's just a little bit outside. So far, the rain has held off. Fouled back.
I think the home plate umpire is going to think this young lady's got something against him. That's the second one. She's fouled off his mask.
It'll get your attention quick. There's no doubt about that. Baseball team tomorrow travels to Randolph-Macon for a doubleheader.
That's a good little trip, about 3 hours down the road.
Men's and women's tennis are at Shenandoah today. There's a loopy line drive out to the center field. It's going to be Segura. And going in, standing up with a double. The first extra base hit for the Maroons here this evening. And a good piece of hitting out there.
Out to the plate, shortstop, number 4, Sarah Graham.
Jordan Metter.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder for Emory misjudged that off the bat. She started in, and by the time she realized it was going over her head, it was too late.
So the number 8 hitter up there, Sarah Gruff.
Sarah popped out to second, her first plate appearance.
And she fouls this one down to first base line.
Nice piece of fielding down there by the first base coach.
Good crowd here today. Not cold, just wet. And it's going to get warmer. I think the first of next week it's going to be in the 70s.
That's a hit.
Base hit right over the second baseman. Went right over the second base bag. So now runners at first and third. Bobby Maroons left the bases loaded last inning.
Yeah, and Pendleton had to make sure that fell in before advancing. She had to go about a third of the way between second and third, and then when she realized it was going to go into her head, it was too late to try and score.
So the Maroons will have a pinch hitter for Rachel Gilliams. It's going to be Alexis Roop, Floyd County native.
Junior from Floyd, Virginia, as you mentioned. She comes in. Alexis is hitting .273 on the year.
Yes. I didn't have it on. That's what 130. Yeah.
So Cardes, with one out, hits the batter on the elbow, and it's going to load the bases.
That's called taking one for the team.
So Roop will trot down to first.
Step on first, and re-entering will be number 15.
We're going to have a pinch runner. And the top of the lineup, Taylor Sutherland, will come into the plate. So Gilliams will go to pinch run for Alexis Root.
Re-entering.
You think around in women's softball they have a designated hit-by-pitch player? Just come in and take one for the team.
Number 2, Taylor Sutherland.
If that was the case,
you'd play every game.
I'd be beat to death. I'd look like the Michelin Man out there. Bumps and bruises, knots. I'd have to wear a lacrosse helmet, extra padding. So the Maroons again, bases loaded. The second inning they've done that. See if they can't get something out of it here with Taylor Sutherland stepping in there.
Sutherland is struck out and flied to right.
Pitch down low. Bobby, they need 4 runs.
To make this a 7-inning game and hope that Emory, of course, doesn't add more on. Right. They come to the plate.
Hardy's pitch. Looked a little outside from our vantage point here. So Sutherland gets in there with that Easton bat. And the lefty, Hardy's, delivers. Slap down to third base side. Out of play.
The third baseman from Emory was trying to navigate the third base coach down there, and she looked at him and then looked at the ball. By then it was too late.
And Mitchell did the right thing, just stood there. Don't want to give her an advantage. The batter's box chalking's gone now. Pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a question for you. Suppose the third baseman in their attempt to get the ball had run through Mitchell. Would that be an out?
No. As long as he's in the box. Now, if he had been out of the box, yes. So full count, bases loaded, 1 out here.
He's trying to get something started here offensively.
Hit nub down the first base side. Coming up with it will be Megan Light and apply the tag, but the Maroons finally get one across the plate here. So it's 11-1 with Rhea Schleicher coming up.
Now coming to the plate, just number 7, Rhea Schleicher.
Schleicher, the only one that's been able to solve Cardes here this morning. She's 2 for 2 with 2 singles here, and boy, big opportunity here.
And she's swinging a DeMarini. And she slaps it down the first base side, foul. In the words of Charlie Hammersley, former Parks and Recreation Director, to my father, Mo Myers, how do you take a call 2 strike looking with a $300 DeMarini on your shoulder?
He didn't want to hurt it.
In slow pitch. He said, I didn't feel like running to first base. I think he's honest about it. High and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Or no, I'm sorry, runners on second and third. And scored 1 the last time. The last batter.
If Schleicher hits, if she is able to get a hit to left field, I don't think they'll bring the runner from second base. The right side might be a different story.
3 balls, 1 strike. Does Coach Mitchell give her the green light?
I would. She's the leading hitter on the team, and she's got 2 home runs and 10 RBIs. You're down by 10.
Inside corner, she was looking all the way. 4 count now.
Now she's not going to do you any use sitting on first base if she gets walked.
And fouls it off.
Boy, she fought that off at the last instance. She didn't know whether to swing or not, and at the last minute, she stuck the bat out there and fouled it off.
No quitting these Lady Maroons. They're still battling away. They dug a hole early.
11 runs in the first 2 innings.
Went through 23 batters. Swing and a miss, and Cardi's works her way out of a jam. Maroons leave 2 stranded, but get 1 across the plate. When we come back, it'll be top of the 5. Emory leading 11-1 on the network. All right, we're back here, top of the 5th inning. At the plate for Emory is Megan Light. She's got a 3-run home run on the books today.
She scored twice, struck out and walked.
And Stephanie Clark working in relief on the mound. She relieved Kelly Higbee in the top of the 2.
Yeah, as we said earlier, Ron, that home run she hit, man, that was crushed.
Looked at the base of the 300-foot left field slow pitch fence. And she rockets one out to center field. Rounds first, she's hustling into second and slides in there. Bobby, she just means the ball out.
I tell you what, you could hear the crack of the metal against the ball there. She's a strong young lady and a strong hitter.
She is at that.
Now that is just going to play for 24, Hannah Sindell.
Local product down there in Atlanta, Georgia, too. So, Hannah Sindell, the number 4 hitter, third baseman, steps in there.
1 for 2 and a walk. She single, scored a run.
And she fouls it back.
Almost got one of the spectators there.
A steady drizzle now starting to fall. Coming down pretty good. See little pellets of water hitting the puddles. Real fine mist. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Stephanie Clark hits the batter.
Well, that's the one thing Stephanie didn't want to do there, and of course it's not intentional, but again, I think that's one that got away from her. She's smiling out there, and I think that's exactly what happened.
So Tara Falahy, the number 5 hitter, comes up to the plate. Coach Mitchell wants to have a word with the home plate umpire.
I think what he's probably saying is that she attempted to get out of the way. She turned her back to it, but I would just, I'm guessing that. I don't want to assume that's what he's talking to her about.
I think the only thing that's going to save the Maroons from recording a loss here is going to be pouring down rain.
Tara Fallahy up, the freshman, as we mentioned, from San Francisco, California.
Pitch called for a strike on the outside corner.
Fallahy has walked, reached down a second base area, and struck out.
1 ball, 1 strike. 11-1 Emory lead here. Top of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. The Maroons will have 1 crack at it to put 3 more on the board to extend this to inning number 6. And it's going to be chopped foul first base side.
Fallahy did Clark a favor there. That ball was way outside. That would have definitely been a ball.
No out. Emory threatening again. Runners on first and second. 11-1 lead. All right here on the Maroon Webcast Network. And it's going to be a C&I single down to the right fielder. And it'll load the bases.
Nice piece of hitting there by Fallahy. She just took what Clark gave her and hit it to right field. Bloop single, but tomorrow it'll be a line drive.
Number 2, Micah Schroff.
It was a scorching single in the books.
Micah Schroff comes in, sacrifice fly, 3-run homer, reached down an arrow by the shortstop. Big out here, she can get it.
From St. Louis, Missouri, a long ways from home.
I wonder if she's ever been up in the arch.
Bet she's been to Bronson. And there's a deep drive to right field, going back, touch 'em all, grand slam. And right fielder Katie Romano goes through the fence. So we've seen 2 3-run home runs and a grand slam this afternoon.
Schraff, 7 RBIs.
15-1 lead now.
I tell you, the young lady, she's got some power. She's a junior, as we mentioned, from St. Louis, but both her home runs have been to right field, and she's a right-handed hitter, so pretty impressive.
You could hear the pop of that bat. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Emory. Looks like it's going to be Sydney Coheen from Colorado.
Micah Schraff now with 4 home runs on the year, 34 ribbies. Sydney Cohan, if she does come in to bat. Mountain Vista High School, Highlands Ranch, Colorado.
Pitch hitting for Emory University, number 1, Sydney Cohen.
Cohen comes in hitting 250.
So after the grand slam home run by Rakaya, no outs, pinch hitter Coheen steps into the box. What's left of it. And Stephanie Clark, first pitch down low in the mud.
Actually, Ron, Micah Schraff has 8 RBIs. She had an RBI sacrifice fly in the first inning. Well, what a day.
Yes, she has. And there's a blistering shot out to center field, making the run-in catch will be Rhea Schleicher for the first out.
Now batting right fielder, number 10, Ashley Power.
So Alicia Pollard will come to the plate.
Walk, single, and struck out.
You know, I still believe that hitting for the cycle should be single, double, triple, home run, walk, and a strikeout. You got to using all of the.
You used to have some perfect days when you played.
Let me tell you what, I've gone 5 for 5.
Your hitting for the cycle used to be K. It was just a different inning for you.
I can say this: in my 4 years of playing at Andrew Lewis, as a freshman all the way to a senior, I faced Dale Oler. There's a piece of hitting out to left field and a nice running grab by Gillums. Dale Oler was one of the best pitchers in the state of Virginia. Big old lefty from Allegheny.
Center fielder, number 9, Courtney Sugahara.
And I faced Dale Oler, and I'm going to guesstimate here, probably 24 times over 4 years. Struck out 23 and hit 1 home run on him. And the home run was questionable.
I tell you, I know you're telling the truth with 23 strikeouts, but that home run, I got to call. Wait a minute on that one.
They couldn't find the ball. It's still going.
Yeah.
Down low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. 15-1 Emory lead. Now, they had a short porch at Allegheny in right field of only about 280, and it was wind aided. And slap foul down to the left field side. But I got it all.
Knowing you probably hit it back to him. He overthrew first base. The first baseman overthrew second, yada, yada, yada. And by the time you got home, there were 4 errors on the play, and you said home run.
I had to steamroll the catcher. That's where the questionable part came in. Did he hold on to the ball or not? But in the books, it was a long blast to right field.
Absolutely.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The Maroons will have one last chance in the bottom of the 5 to get the game back within 7, or else it'll be called after 5. Ball slipped out of Stephanie Clark's hand. Still drizzling.
You know, Ron, I'm going to wonder out loud here, how much time do you take between games? I mean, the longer you take between games, the wetter that field's going to get.
And there's a base hit left side. Well, they're going to have the ceremony to unveil the banners out there, the Division II National Championship banners. That'll be played here in end of May, 1st of June.
Now batting left fielder, number 7, Taylor Forte.
So that'll bring up Taylor Forte, the left fielder. And she drives it to the left field side, making a call out there is Rachel Gillums for out number 3. But not before a grand slam home run to extend the lead 15-1. The Maroons will be coming to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. Last chance to get within 7 on the network. And we're back here, bottom of the 5th, last chance for Roanoke College. The Mercy Rule, 8-run rule after 5 is in effect right now. Katie Romano up there at the plate.
Katie doubled in her only plate appearances to date.
And a little nub to the second baseman. Claire Bailey makes an easy play for out number 1. Cardi's making quick work out there on the mound. She never really got into any major trouble.
Well, you know, when she stepped out there in the bottom of the first, she was up 3-0. When she stepped out there in the bottom of the second, she was up 11-0. So all she's got to do is simply put the ball over the plate and
just throw strikes.
Absolutely.
They have 10 shutouts in the season. They lead 15-1.
Pitch hitting for Roanoke College, number 6, Ellen Best.
So Ellen Best will pitch hit.
Ellen Best, again, another freshman. She's from Cape Elizabeth High School in Cape Elizabeth, Maine, a long way from home.
Boy, they got good lobster up there.
Yes, they do.
Cheap, too.
It is.
I mean, lobster up there is like chicken livers down here. Not that cheap, but still, if you were to go to Kroger's and get a lobster, a Maine lobster, you would probably looking at about $26, $27 for a big one. Up there, served on a meal, the steak is worth more, costs more than the lobster does. Lobster's probably about $8.
Being a Connecticut Yankee, that's one thing I definitely do miss is seafood up north.
Fresh off the boat.
And somehow chicken livers just don't quite cut it with this Yankee. Ellen Best still looking for her first hit on the year. She's 0 for 9.
And Cardi's on the mound. Pitch high, 2-2 count, 1 out, 15-1 Emory lead.
And I take it back. Best is only 0 for 3 on the year, so this is only her 4th plate appearance.
Probably about a 15-minute break after this game.
I'll be honest, I didn't think they'd get this one in, not with the weather forecast, but so far so good.
And to be truthful, I wouldn't dilly-dally either.
No.
Do whatever you got to do and get the second game underway here. If Emory hangs on to win this one, they'll improve their record to 29-6. The Maroons will drop to 6-11. Coach Mitchell knew it was going to be a learning curve this season, or young. Ball inside, so going down to first will be Ellen Best.
Now batting play first base, number 24, Autumn Hill.
Bobby Ellen Best is only 5'1". That's a small strike zone.
That it is, Ron. Excuse me.
So stepping up there to the plate will be Autumn Hill. Cardi's takes a little something off of that pitch. It's fouled back into the screen. (15-1) lead by Emory. Bottom of the 5. Swing and a miss. Out number 2 here. How many strikeouts has Cardi's got this game?
That's exactly what I was looking up, bro.
She's got 6. I was going to say 5 or 6. She's pitched a real good game.
As we mentioned, she only had 58 coming into today's contest. A little under 3 per game, but she's more than double that this afternoon.
Another pinch hitter, Anna Arriaga. It's a tough one to pronounce.
A freshman from my part of the country, Glastonbury High School in Glastonbury, Connecticut.
Now, I'm not for sure what Coach Mitchell was. Got to announce it was pinch hitter.
And Ron, this is in his first at-bat of the year.
Wow, how about that?
So we'd like to see the young lady be successful.
Another one of those freshmen.
And Ron, directly below us, there's 7 or 8 Little League players watching this young lady pitch. And I know they're thinking, I'd take her downtown. I could hit her. No, you couldn't, son.
And they got the David sunflower seeds.
And they got the bats and the backpacks. Whatever happened, you had one bat for the whole team and you had a glove. There's one young man down there, he's got 2 bats.
We got 2 bats, a book bag, a laptop, a bag of, they look like 7 hamsters.
And he's the manager.
Sunflower seeds in their mouth. Swing and strike 3, and that's going to end the first game here due to the mercy rule. 15-1. We're going to have the unveiling of the banners out there when we come back. We'll wrap up the stats and
Ladies and gentlemen, please stick around.
Stick around for the ceremony
here
on the network.
in a few minutes.
And we're back here at the Maroon Sports Complex as they prepare the field for the second of a doubleheader here against Emory. We're still waiting on the ceremony. They're going to unveil all of the banners out there. Bobby, what's special about today is it is now official. Field 4 is now the official Roanoke College home field.
And I'll tell you, it's a beautiful complex they have here. It's called the Emory Complex. It has 4 fields here. They're all kept in absolutely beautiful condition.
We have alumni out there all the way around the outfield fence, and former players and current players, and they're going to unveil it. As the field crew out there is putting down stage dry. It's been a steady drizzle here. It's still coming down a pretty hard mist, but so far the rain has held up. Bobby, first game 15-1, Emory victorious. You got some of the stats.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the young lady,
now please direct your attention.
Micah Sharp, unbelievable game. 2 for 2, scored 2 runs, 8 ribbies. She had a 3-run homer, a grand slam, and a sacrifice fly. Light was 2 for 3 with 3 runs and 3 RBIs. Kurt Jones was 1 for 3 with 3 runs, and Bailey was 1 for 3 with 2 runs, 2 RBIs. And Cardis was outstanding. She ended up with 7 strikeouts and 1 base on balls in the victory. She improves to 20-1.
Out there on the field is Assistant Athletic Director Brad Moore, along with Scott Allison, the Athletic Director.
ODAC Championship in 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, and the signings for the ODAC Championships.
It's a big honor to have the field named the official home field. They're going to be playing the Division II National Fast Pitch Championship here at the Moyer Complex this year.
Now if you can direct your attention to the third base side, the Roanoke College softball program has been fortunate to be a part of the Old Dominion Athletic Conference, a conference that has had an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Starting in 1999, the Maroons have appeared in 8 NCAA tournaments through winning the ODAC Championship. In 2013, for the first time in school history, the Maroons advanced to the NCAA tournament as an at-large bid, hosting the 2013 softball regional tournament here at the Moyer Complex. Ladies and gentlemen, the signage for the NCAA tournament appearances.
As the ground crew continues to put down stay dry, get this field ready.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Ron, I'll tell you, I think we've been extremely fortunate here from what the weather forecast called for. It's a heavy mist, but it really hasn't started becoming a steady rain yet.
In just its 4th year, the Roanoke College softball program reached the NCAA National Championship Series. The very next year, the Maroons made their return to the Championship Series, making Roanoke College a mainstay on the national scene. In 2012, the Dirty Dozen made an improbable run with an undefeated streak through the NCAA Regional Tournament to make the school's 3rd trip to the World Series, finishing 4th in the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, your NCAA World Series teams.
And they unveiling the banners out there of all the successful seasons they've had here, Bobby, and it really looks nice out there. The ODAC, the NCAA, and right in the center, dead center's the Roanoke College Maroons logo.
Yeah, it really is, Ron. I'll tell you, as always, the Salem Sports Department and the Roanoke College Athletic Department, they do a great job together.
And, of course, in that 2000 year, Coach Walthall, that was a heck of a team.
It was, and if you go to the right, I guess they have the National Championship Division Series when they were here in what year? From this perspective, I think I need a pair of binoculars, but very, very nice.
All of the success that we've just covered does not come without great coaching. In 2000, Roanoke finished with a mark of 43-5, a program record. That year, the Maroons advanced to their first NCAA Championship Series. Because of the success, the Roanoke College coaching staff of Alan Bays, Mike Walthall, and Patty Sheedy were recognized with the NFCA National Coaching Staff of the Year. Now, if you can direct your attention over to left field, as last but certainly not least, this success could not also come without standout performers. Roanoke has been fortunate to have 5 players who have been selected as All-Americans for their outstanding play over their years as a Maroon. And now, Kerry Whitney. Holly Morris.
At least if we could do for them, though. Remember they snowed us out last year.
Amy Lehman. Robin O'Connor. And Leona Rainey. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming out today in support of Roanoke College Athletics and the Roanoke College softball alumni. Let's give our softball program and the alumni another round of applause.
And that's the unveiling of the 5 players honored out there. Also,
Special recognition is reserved to all sports
the Roanoke College Alumni Association, Maroon Club, and as always, an outstanding job by Parks and Recreation.
I'll tell you, they could have made that better. That's a very nice presentation on the part of Roanoke College. Would have been if the sun was out, maybe somehow the Maroons had won that first one.
15-1 was the score of the first game here in the Mercy Rule 5 innings. We're going to take about a 15-minute break, and we'll get back here. We'll get the starting lineup for the second of the doubleheader on the network.
You looking right? Yeah.